Once again, hello everyone. After getting a request from one of my subscriber named AK Gamer PK, today I am going to do the latest updated version of a quiz called Unicorn Challenge Quiz from Videoquizstar website. So now let's start it. The first question answer is B. Since you can see that B is connecting to rainbow, so the correct answer for this question number 1 is B. So just click B for question number 1. Now for question number 2, the correct answer is BAC. Since you can see that BAC is the correct order of the image, so click BAC. Now for question number 3, the correct answer is B. Since you can see that unicorn is in B, that I have circled here with yellow color, so the correct answer for question number 3 is B. Now for question number 4, the correct answer is C. You can see here that I have marked it with the yellow circle, so the correct answer for question number 4 is C. Now for question number 5, the correct answer is D. Since you can see that a unicorn is sleeping under a mushroom here in option D, so just click D. Now for question number 6, the correct answer is also D. Since you can see that a unicorn which is like the Superman is there in option D, so just click D for this question number 6. Now for question number 7, you can see that unicorn is in A and I have marked it with the black circle, so just click A for question number 7. Now for question number 8, you can see that B is connecting to the rainbow, so I have clicked or typed B here, so just you have to type or click B for question number 8. Now for question number 9, you can see the correct answer is BDAC, and since BDAC can connect all, so we have clicked BDAC as the correct answer for question number 9. Now for question number 10, you can see that the options look similar, but you have to click C to get 100% score in this quiz, so just click C for question number 10. Now this coming question has got a 5 different version or types, so first you need to read the question carefully with proper attention, and then after that you have to watch the image so that you won't make mistake in this question number 11. For example, in version 1, first read the question. It is asked here, can you figure out which unicorn weighs the most, and you must have to see the image, okay? And after seeing both two, if you find same that I have shown here, then the correct answer is C. So just click C if you find this sort of image and question. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see here the image is similar to that of version 1, but the question is different. In one case that you can see here, it is written here list. So if you find this sort of question and this sort of image, then the correct answer is A. So just click A. Now in version 3 of this question, you can see here the image is now different, and even the question you can see, read here, just read the question, okay? And if you find these two similar to that of yours, then just click B. Now in version 4, the image is similar to that of version 3, but you can see here it is written here most, which is different from that version 3. So if you find this sort of image and this sort of question, then the correct answer is A. Now in version 5 of this question, you can see here this sort of image, okay? If you find this sort of image and this sort of question, then the correct answer will be C for this sort of question. Now this question number 12 doesn't have any other version or type, so the correct answer for question number 12 is B. So just click B, and if you want, then you can read the question also, okay? Now this coming question has got a 5 different version or type, just like the previous question number 11. So you need to read the question first with proper attention and then watch the image after that, so that you won't make mistake. For instance, in version 1, you can read here, it is asked, can you figure out which unicorn will receive the water last? It is told here last, okay? And if you find this sort of image and this sort of question, then the correct answer is A. So just click A if you find this sort of question. Now in version 2, it is similar to that of version 1 in image, but the question is just different. It is asked here, can you figure out which unicorn will receive the water first? So if you find this sort of question, then the correct answer is D. Now in version 3 of this question, you can see here, can you figure out how many blocks there are? Then the correct answer will be 11. So this is also a third version of the question number 13. So if you find this question, then the answer is 11. Now in version 4 of this question, you can read here, it is asked here, The unicorn have built themselves castle from boxes. Can you tell which one has the fewest box? And if you find this sort of image, then the correct answer is B. So just read the question and see the image. Now in version 5 of this question, you can see that the image is similar to that of version 4, but one thing is different in question, that is, it is asked here, can you tell which one has the most boxes? Previously it was fewest, now it is most. So if you find this sort of question, then the correct answer is A. Now this coming question has got 4 different version or type, so you need to watch the options or let's say the image very carefully, or you must have to see these 3 things, okay, if you want to find the correct answer. So the first one is a tail, and second one is a mouth, and third one is horn of the unicorn. And I'll show you how you can find the correct one. So first let me show you the version 1 of this question. So you can see the correct answer is C, but how the correct answer is C, I'll explain it to you now. So you can see here, this mouth is different from that of others 3, so we will disqualify this as the answer. Now the second thing you must have to see is the tail. You can see this tail is different from that of the others, so we will disqualify this as the answer. Now the third thing you must have to see is the horn, and you can see this horn is different from that of others, so we will disqualify this as the answer. So the correct answer is this one. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see here, this mouth is different from that of others, so this is disqualified. And you can see the horn, this horn is different one, and similarly you can see this tail, this is also different from that of other, so the correct answer is B for this question. Now in version 3, you can see here, this horn is different, and this tail is also different, and this mouth is also different, so the correct answer for this version 3 is D. So just click D if you find this sort of image in the question. Now in version 4 of this question, you can see here, this horn, this tail, and this mouth is quite different, so we will click A as the correct answer for this last, that means version 4 of this question. Now the coming question that I am talking about also has got the 4 different version or type, so you need to watch the image and also the options or the alternatives very carefully, or I'll give you some hints. So the first hint is that you must have to see the tail. The tail must be a little bit inclined one, okay, not declined. And in number 2, you must have to see the balloon. There must be 3 balloons. And in number 3, there must be 2 legs at front, okay. So in version 1 of this question, you can see A is the correct answer, since A contains all the criteria. You can see the tail also, and you can see the balloons, and you can also see the legs. So you must have to see this all 3. Now in version 2 of this question, D is the correct answer, since D contains all the criteria that I have told, so D is the correct one. Now in the version 3 of this question, you can see C is the correct one, since C contains all the criteria. First criteria was the tail, second criteria was balloon, and third criteria was the leg, so everything is in position, so C is the correct one. Now in version 4 of this question, you can see B is the correct answer, since B contains all the criteria. First is the tail, which is inclined up, second is the balloon, and third is the 2 legs. Now the coming question has got 4 different version or type, so you need to watch the image and also the options or the alternatives in that question very carefully, or you can see some hints. So the first hint is that the music sign, you can see this music sign, same position should be there of this music sign, and there must be 2 stars on the left hand side, and the love sign must be bigger one, bigger size of the love sign, okay. For example, in version 1 of this question, you can see A is the correct answer, since A contains all the criteria. So you can see the music also, the size of the heart, and everything is in position, so C, the A is the correct answer. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see C is the correct answer, since C contains all the criteria that I have told, everything you can see, so you must see the image very carefully. Now in version 3 of this question, B is the correct answer, since B contains all the criteria that I have told. One is the music signs, and second is the size of heart. Now in version 4 of this question, D is the correct answer, since D contains all the criteria that I have told, so D is the correct one. So you need to see the each and every details very carefully. Now in the coming question has got the 4 different version or type. So you need to watch the image and also the alternatives very carefully, or just like the previous questions, I will give you some hints. So the hints are, you must have to see everything, okay? The string of the balloon, you must have to see the strings of the balloon and the angles of balloon inclination, and you must have to see the dot on right hand side that I have shown here. Everything you have to see that I have said here. For example, in version 1, you can see A is the correct answer, since you can see A contains all the criteria that I have told, the strings, the incline of the balloons also. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see D is the correct answer, since D contains all the criteria, the sign of lobes, the strings, the inclination of balloons, you can see here. Now in version 3 of this question, you can see C is the correct one, since C contains all the criteria that I have told. And there may be more than one of this version, there may be total 4 versions, but I have not included it here. Now the coming question also has got the 6 version, okay? So you need to watch the image very carefully, detailedly, so that you do not make mistake in this question. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you find this sort of question and it is said here which unicorn is not in the image, and you can see the unicorn which got rainbow on its backside, that's the correct answer. So you must see the image carefully. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see this unicorn is not in the image, so you need to see the image very carefully and find out which unicorn is not on the image. Since I have found this is not on the image, so I have clicked this. Now in version 3 of this question, this unicorn which is sleeping here is not in the image, so I have clicked it as the correct answer. So you need to see the unicorn very carefully and click the correct one which is not in the image. Now in version 4 of this question, you can see here this unicorn which is standing on the do not is not here, so I have clicked this as the correct answer. And you need to watch each and every details of the image carefully. Now in version 5 of this question, you can see this unicorn which is doing meditation is not here, so I have clicked this as the correct answer. So you must also have to click the unicorn which is not in the image. Now last version, or version 6, this unicorn which is like the Superman is not in this image, so I have clicked this as the correct one. So you must have to see the details of the image carefully. Now just like this, the next question has got 2 versions, or there may be more than 2. I think total there are 6 versions, but currently I have found only 2 versions. So you need to watch the image very carefully and just click the one which is not in the image, just like the previous question. For example, in version 1 of this question, you can see this unicorn is not in the image, so I have clicked this as the correct answer. So if you find the same image as that of mine in your question, then just click this unicorn, okay? Now in version 2, you can see this unicorn is not in the image, so I have clicked this as the correct one. And this is easy, so you need to use your sense in this question so that you do not make mistake here. Now the last question, or question number 20, has got the 6th version. So please watch each and every details of the question or the image very carefully. For example, in version 1 of this question, you can see this unicorn. You need to find the unicorn which is in the image, and I have found this unicorn in this position. You can see here where I have circled with black circle. You can see this unicorn is in here, so I have clicked this as the correct answer. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see this unicorn is in the same position like that of the version 1, so I have clicked this unicorn as the correct one. So you need to see specifically this position that I have circled. Now in version 3 of this question, you can see this Superman unicorn is in the position, is in the image, or let's say in the image, so I have clicked this as the correct one. It's in this top right hand corner. Now in version 4 of this question, this unicorn is in the same position that of the version 1 and version 2, So I have clicked this as the correct one. So you need to see this position specifically. Now in version 5 of this question, you can see this unicorn which is doing meditation is in the same position that I have circled in previous one. So I have clicked this as the correct one. So I hope you got 100% score in this question or in this quiz. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment and